We've all been talking about for a while now Green Arrow coming to the DCEU because Green Arrow, he's a classic DC Comics character. Like one of the main DC characters that sure isn't an original member of the Justice League or anything, but he's still a super popular character from the DC universe. So it's kind of sad that we haven't seen him in the movies yet. I mean, sure, that has to do with the fact that, he had his whole series on the CW, Arrow, that whole thing. So that probably has something to do with it, but also, it is still kind of like, man, I wish we had a Green Arrow in the movie, especially since that show is over. I'm missing that Green Arrow fix, it would be nice to have it. But seeing as how we have that Journey Smollett Black Canary movie coming up very soon, that would be kind of the ideal place to introduce a character like Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow, because of course they have their romance and their relationship in the comics, so there's a lot you could play with there, and he would fit in perfectly to a Black Canary movie. Now, when it does come to introducing Green Arrow to the DCEU and in the movies, you've obviously got to think about casting. So who would play Oliver Queen? And the number one choice that I've seen all over the place, like for years, is Charlie Hunnam. But he himself has said that he has no interest in playing the character. So that option's kind of off the table. But now we have a new report from Great Phase, who is a newer scooper, mainly from Marvel stuff. They've been pretty accurate so far, so I don't know about their DC information, but they are saying that Austin Butler is wanted by Warner Brothers to play Green Arrow in the DCU. Now, Austin Butler, of course, just rose to fame and popularity and success in the past couple of weeks with the Elvis movie. Baz Luhrmann's Elvis movie, of course, stars in that movie as Elvis, and I haven't seen the movie yet, but I've heard that his performance is amazing, and especially for such a young actor, like it's a pretty powerful performance. So he's got the acting skills, he's got the acting chops, he's got the look. I mean, he's a blonde guy, plus, going on the younger side, much younger than Charlie Hunnam. I believe, Journey Smollett's probably older than him, but I don't think it's too much, so I don't think it'd be too weird to do a romance between the two of them. And also, it's like the same thing that Marvel does. They cast younger actors so that then they have that longevity. You cast a younger actor like Austin Butler as Green Arrow, then you can have Green Arrow in these movies for like 10 plus years, and you won't have to worry about him getting too old. So honestly, Austin Butler, I think, would be a great choice, and would be another actor that Warner Brothers can kind of just keep in the studio, because a lot of studios do this all the time where they have like specific actors that they keep specifically at their studio. Warner Brothers is really known for this, but then you've also got like Tom Cruise over at Paramount. Like pretty much every single one of Tom Cruise's movies is at Paramount. I mean, you get Top Gun, Mission Impossible, a whole bunch of other stuff. But Warner Brothers does this a lot too. You saw a recent example of that with Timothée Chalamet. He was in their Dune movie, and now he's going to be Willy Wonka. So looks like they're doing that with Austin Butler now too, which makes a lot of sense because, again, you snatch him up before he can get snatched up by Marvel or Star Wars or any of these other big franchises. You got the connections. I mean, he just worked with you with Elvis, so it makes a lot of sense. Let's just hope it doesn't turn out like the Ezra Miller situation where they were like, oh yeah, we like this guy, we're going to have him for a bunch of franchise. He's in our Fantastic Beasts movies, he's going to be our Flash. That didn't go well, but actually speaking of that funny, a little connection right there, Austin Butler punched Ezra Miller. That was pretty great. I think it was in like Tokyo or something. Like Ezra Miller showed up to a bar and was like making fun of Austin Butler or something like that. So he was like, all right, I'm just going to punch you. And it was pretty great. But anyway, yeah, Austin Butler, I think he'd be great as Green Arrow. I mean, clearly he can punch people, so that's good too. But he's got the look, he's got the acting chops, and just introducing Green Arrow in the Black Canary movie would make a lot of sense, and I think would make a lot of fans happy as well. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the idea of Austin Butler as our Oliver Queen Green Arrow in the DCU, specifically for this Journey Smollett-led Black Canary movie? So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.